guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the My Life in Movies tag. I saw Courtney from Courtagonist do this as well as Driftless Reader, and I will make sure to put their channels in the description box. But this is a tag all about movies, and I have actually worked at my local movie theater for 5 years. It has been my college job, and I'm a huge movie fan. They're some of my favorite things, and I love going to watch movies. So I figured that this was definitely the tag for me to do. So let's get started. The first question says, first steps, the first film you remember seeing as a kid. So I was blessed as a kid to have seen many movies, but the first one that I really remember watching is the original animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So I would watch this movie every single night before I went to bed. And I watched it so many times that I actually broke our VHS copy of the movie. So that's definitely the first one I truly remember watching. Number 2 says, teenage crush. Which actor or actress did you have a crush on? For me, that's Orlando Bloom. I still love Orlando Bloom, but during middle school I was so infatuated with him that for Valentine's Day, my aunt and uncle got me a life-size cardboard cutout of Orlando Bloom as Legolas, and I took pictures with him and he stayed in my room for many years. I just love Orlando Bloom. I still do, and he's still one of my biggest Hollywood crushes. So number 3, bad choices, good outcomes. A movie you watched and ended up enjoying even though you wanted to hate it. So last summer, when Emoji Movie came out, everyone at my work was like, oh, this is going to be awful. This is going to be terrible. And I kind of really thought that that could be the case because the commercials made it look really childish, and I just was not sure of the point of a movie about emojis. But I was the one who was chosen to preview that movie, and I ended up loving it. It was hilarious. The jokes were great. I love the fact that it was really relatable because we all use emojis. It was awesome. Number 4, first date. When you went on a first date, what movie did you see? So the one that I really remember was Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. That was a first date that I went on where we went to see a movie. Number 5, home comforts. What movie reminds you of your time with family? So for me, this is Princess Diaries 2. I will never forget going to the movies with my mom and my aunt and my grandma, and we went to go see Princess Diaries 2, and I drank grape slushy. I just have such fond memories of it. This was one of the last movies where my grandma was still really up and able to come to the actual movie theater with us, so it's just a really pleasant memory for me. Number 6, first heartbreak. What movie really upset you more than you thought? So I'm a huge animal person, so I should have known that this movie would really bother me, but I thought I was strong enough. But that is A Dog's Purpose. I saw this movie with my family as well, and I just bawled profusely throughout this entire thing. And now I own it on DVD, and I'll try and watch it, and I can watch about a half hour of it, and then I'm crying so hard because of the dogs that I have to stop and take a break and come back later and try and watch more of it. It is horrible but amazing. I love that movie. Number 7, leaving home. What movie was the first movie you watched without your family? So I can't really remember what the first movie was that I watched without my family, but in middle school, I had a couple friends who were really into watching scary movies, and I was too. I think we thought we were really cool watching these PG-13 scary movies, but we would get together and we'd do a scary movie night, and we'd drink Coke and eat Lay's chips and eat raw cookie dough, and then we'd watch movies that were scary. So I remember one of our movie nights we watched Disturbia and The Eye. So those were the kinds of movies that we were watching. Number 8, good times. What movie do you watch most and why? So I kind of did this in 2 parts. Overall, the movie I think I've probably watched the most is Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Like I said, I love Pirates of the Caribbean, and that was when it started. I remember when it came out in movie theaters, I loved it so much that I made my dad take me to the movie theater, I'm pretty sure 5 times to watch this movie in the theater. So I think I've definitely had to have seen that movie the most. But recently, I've been watching the movie adaptations of my favorite cozy mystery series. So Hallmark Mystery has turned the Hannah Swenson series by Joanne Fluke into a couple of movies, and I've been watching those nonstop just because they're so much fun to see my favorite series turned into a movie. Number 9, learn a new language. What is your favorite non-English movie? So one of my favorite actors is Daniel Bruhl, and before he kind of came onto the scene in Hollywood movies, he did a lot of movies in French, German, and Spanish. And my favorite movie that he's done is Joie Noël, and it is set in December of 1914 on the front line, and the troops make a truce, and on Christmas they celebrate Christmas together regardless of what country they're defending or their backgrounds or their beliefs. And it's just a really beautiful movie. I love it so much. I highly suggest watching it if you're looking for a good foreign language film. Number 10, Can't Leave the Sofa. What series on TV has got you hooked? That is, without a doubt, Turn, Washington Spies, which was on AMC. It is an amazing series. They just finished their 4th and final season not too long ago, but it is a TV show that follows Washington's spy ring during the Revolutionary War. And it's definitely more of a historical fiction. They have a lot that's accurate about the characters and the plot, but they still had to fictionalize some of it just to make it make sense and be more pleasing and appealing to your average audience. But if you're somebody who likes history shows, I highly suggest checking out Turn. Number 11, Sick. What movie do you watch if you don't feel well to cheer you up? So there's 2 movies, or I should say 1 movie and then just a company's movies that I watch when I'm sick. I watch Galaxy Quest a lot when I'm sick. I thought it was like an actual serious sci-fi movie when I was little, and I loved it then, but then as I got older, I realized that they were spoofing Star Trek, and I love it even more now. It's absolutely hilarious. But I also watch just any Disney or Pixar movie when I don't feel good, because those movies just really cheer me up and make me feel a little bit better. Number 12 is looking into the future. What movies are you looking forward to seeing? So I'm a huge movie person, and I'm looking forward to a lot of movies, so I'm just going to list them for you. I'm looking forward to Thor Ragnarok, Murder on the Orient Express, Daddy's Home 2, Justice League, Wonder, Coco, Ferdinand, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Those are some of the movies that I'm super excited for. Oh, and The Greatest Showman. I'm super excited for that. I love Hugh Jackman. Number 13, If Only. What movie do you want to see remade? That is without a doubt Eragon. So I saw Eragon in theaters before I read the book, and I really loved the movie. And so I then picked up the book after I'd watched the movie, and when I'd finished the novel, I realized, oh my goodness, they really messed this up. They're never going to be able to do the rest of the series because they left out a bunch of important plot points and characters. So I'd really love for a company to come along and remake that, because it's an amazing fantasy series, but they just didn't do the first one enough justice to be able to go on to the next books and turn them into movies. And number 14, End of the Road. What 3 films do you think you will always enjoy watching? So I'm going to cheat big time on this because I don't think I could ever pick just 3 films. But in no particular order, I think I will never get sick of the Pirates of the Caribbean series, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, anything that's a Nicholas Sparks book being adapted into a movie, or anything from Disney. So those are just some of the ones. I don't think I could ever really get sick of any movie because I love watching them so much. So that is the My Life in Movies tag. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I tag anyone who loves movies or TV shows. I want you to do this tag and then share it with me because I want to know what your answers to these questions are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!